Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another Black Ink Crew review, you guys. It was a 2-hour, Black Ink Crew Chicago, let me specify. Okay, it was a 2-hour season premiere last night and I really wasn't feeling good. I kind of could hardly talk, but now after a full day of resting my vocal cords and taking a break on some other things, I feel great. So we're back and I'm excited. I'm in a, verbal mood since I couldn't really talk yesterday. But before I get into my notes for Black Ink Crew Chicago, I want to remind you guys about Homage. Just one bite, you won't regret it. Get your curls percolating. Homage. Get you some. Yes, okay. Can you see? Okay, like my hair is still a little damp, but you know this side is gonna dry, this side is gonna look. I need to go and get a haircut in another color, sis. I just don't like dark hair on myself. I'm not trying to be Caucasian. Some comments in my Instagram post about assimilation. Okay, a conversation for another time. I don't even know if I want to have that conversation here. I might have that conversation on my Ig TV. Okay, so y'all follow me at Bondy Blue on Instagram for whenever I decide to, go ahead and voice my opinion on that. I don't want to put that on YouTube because first off, I don't feel like doing all of that. I don't feel like giving that little girl any screen time like that because I don't like to, if things bother me and I feel like giving it more attention only makes it worse, then I'll ignore it. That's what I do. That's how I handle things, okay? But yeah, y'all don't forget about Homage. Okay, get your hair all percolated and moisturized like me. Do that, okay? And also check down below in the description box because I am an affiliate for Firmoo. Okay? These glasses are dirty. And you can only tell because of the glare from the lights. Okay, but I'm expecting 2 new pairs, and I'll probably come to y'all in some form on the videos, probably like a little commercial or something like that I'll put together for my Firmoo glasses. Y'all check down below for my affiliate link to that if y'all want to get y'all some glasses. I think they might still be having their Cyber Monday sale or something like that, but they constantly have deals. It's just when you add frames to that mama. Okay, but still not as expensive as some of the $200 pair of glasses that I've had before in my life. So yeah, y'all get on there and get y'all some glasses. I told y'all about Homage. Let's go ahead and get into. Am I still doing Scentbird? I might be doing Scentbird. You know what? Let's just do it for old time's sake. Scentbird, Scentbird, I smell good, bitch. And if you want to smell good too, you'll check down below and get you a Scentbird link so you can sign up and get you a lovely perfume that might send you on your way to finding your forever perfume. I found mine. It's called Not a Perfume by Juliet Has a Gun. I don't know why that is so descriptive of my personality in so many ways, okay? But yes, I found my forever perfume. At least for now. I don't see myself wearing anything else besides Sunny Side Up, which is another perfume from Juliet Has a Gun, and not just Not a Perfume. And Not a Perfume is like something that you add to other perfumes to make them smell better. I don't know how that works. That's not my, expertise. I ain't go to school for that. But either way, yay. Y'all can find y'all favorite perfumes messing around with Scentbird, just like I did. Okay, for real. I haven't bought anything else since I got that. But now that I've gotten that out the way, I hope y'all weren't bothered by things that don't have anything to do with Black Ink Crew. But I just feel like if I talk to y'all about other things for a while, then once we get into the video, I won't have to worry about profanity so much. Be with me with this, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the notes. So, Black Ink Crew Chicago is back. For song Chi-Town is the theme song. And I was like, it took y'all long enough. What is this, season 6? Season 7? I don't even know what season we in. But I feel like y'all should have been made that the theme song, because at the end of the day, I feel like these shows are supposed to help the people on them, get to where they're trying to go, and making his song the theme song is just ideal. I tweeted that because I couldn't find another word to describe it. Ideal. I'm so happy for 4. 4 actually looks quite healthy and happier, and I'm happy for that, okay? Charmaine has her own tattoo shop, y'all. They were on the Breakfast Club, so I got a lot of this information before the show even came out. But she and Ryan went on the Breakfast Club. There might still be some negative energy coming from Ryan because he has some things within himself to deal with, but ultimately they seem to be in a better place than we left them, with him saying, "Look at my face. Do it look like we cool?" You know what I'm saying? He did that and he was serious. But now it seems as if they're in a better place. Charmaine is going through a lot this year that we're going to touch on throughout the season, including her mom passing away. And y'all, when I saw it on Instagram, because they are from New Orleans, Slidell, New Orleans adjacent, but close enough. Her mom and her daddy are definitely, like her daddy specifically, very New Orleans. Okay, remind me of my parent and stuff. But anyway, I felt like one of my family members had passed away when I saw that Charmaine's mom passed. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just not started following Charmaine on Instagram. I just be forgetting. But when that happened, when they posted that on social media, I was like, I was really hurt. So, like, all my prayers, my love, and anything positive that I can give to Charmaine through this video if she ever watches me, okay? I'm giving to her right now. I'm actually very, very happy for Charmaine. Charmaine's life is like litty right now, for lack of a better term. Because my husband hates when I say lit or litty. Like, it's so lame to him. And I agree it is, but I'm goofy, so I'm saying it anyway. I'll be lame, I'm cute. It doesn't matter. But she's pregnant. Her and Nick are married legally. Like, there's so many great things happening in Charmaine's life right now. That's why what happened with her mom is so very, very, very unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Ryan's oldest child is now 12 years old, and Ryan is trying to balance being there for his son and working. And then the situation that happened with Rachel. He and Rachel are not together anymore because he can't keep his peen in his pants, but his son is getting out the way, so he just really wants to make sure that he's being involved, okay? And I don't know why everybody is so excited about Ryan's hair. I guess, you know what, I recognize, me being from New Orleans, there are a lot of black people, light and dark, with hair texture like Ryan, okay? I.e. Basketball Wives Kristen, okay? My mama, okay? There are some other people. My mama has really, really soft, more of a wavy hair pattern, not really curly like mine. This is my daddy's hair right here. But yeah, so we see that often, so it's kind of like not such a big deal when we see it, but people be losing their shit because Ryan got curls, okay? And now he just wearing the curls down, okay? Just letting the curls just be there, okay? He got some good leave-in conditioner for that hair, okay? Probably using Mixed Chicks, all right? But he just has a lot going on, and Nine Mag is doing fantastic. It looks busy as hell in there. I really, really want him to do a tattoo on me. Y'all, I really want to, the next tattoo, it usually takes me a while to get there, but I want to get an elephant right here. Either here or here, one of these arms. But I want to get it, an elephant, a really nice, detailed, colorful elephant on my wrist. That's what I want to get. I don't have any tattoos in places where you can really see them. I have this one here. I have this one here. I have two down here that you can't see no more because I'm not in the shape I was when I got the tattoos. Okay. And then, of course, I have the mermaid on my back, which I want to go and get retouched and everything. But anyway, I like having tattoos. I just like to place them in a way that when I'm old, I'm not regretting it. That's all. Don, all right? Don is also now working at the new Nine Mag. I don't think Van and Lily and Latifah are going to be on this season, and I am so happy about that. I mean, not as much Van. I kind of, I was cool with Van. I didn't have a problem with Van. But what was he going to give? I think it was time for him to get off reality TV, maybe focus on his family and his relationship with Jen's crazy ass. Maybe something was going down that they didn't want on TV this year, or maybe they just didn't get asked back. I don't know. If you know the D, holla at me, okay? But I'm interested to know why he's not on the show right now. But either way, Don is there, and he does not miss any of the people that aren't a part of 9 Mag anymore. He says the environment there now is what it should have been from the very beginning. And I'm like, you know what works on my nerves is that y'all act like y'all weren't a part of the problem. Don, you were very much a part of the problem when y'all were fighting and acting a fool. You punched the ceiling during a Christmas special last year. Like, please stop acting like you're not a part of the craziness that took place on the show. Like, you slept with Charmaine. Like, let's not forget that. Okay, so I just kind of feel like, you know, don't sit up there and act like everybody else was the problem. Now, at the end of the day, child, I'm so happy to see Lily gone. I am so glad to see Lily gone. I don't want to see Junior ass no more either. Okay, please leave them wherever they at. Leave Latifah's drunk ass wherever she at. But I'm happy to see that they have figured out a way to keep Charmaine on the show, but at the same time not have her in 9 Mag. I think that's absolutely for the best. And oh my God, her breast. That's all I can look at. Oh my God. Okay. But Don's family life is really great. He and Ashley are doing good. And can I just say, y'all, I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy that I say that every time they come back and they haven't cheated or beat the hell out of one another or broke up. I'm so glad that Ashley and Don are working it out, because I feel like so often people, you know, they get married and then as soon as things aren't easy or don't go as they, you know, expect it to go, or sometimes I feel like people psych themselves up. Like, people think marriage is just gonna change everything and all of a sudden you're not gonna be having sex and, you know, things are just gonna be it's like, it's so not like that. It to me, it was like a supercharge or something like that. Like, you feel the love a little bit more because somebody just made this huge commitment to you. So you feel as if, wow, like, we really love each other if we've decided to do this. And then if you have a good base level for your shit, then over time, it just, every time you get past the hurdle or you feel like you've been together and everything's going good, you look back on things and you feel like, wow, we really did that shit. Like, you feel proud of yourself for making it thus far, even if you did go through foolishness. Okay. I'm glad Don finally got it together. I think Ashley is a beautiful girl, and I feel like a beautiful woman. Okay. And I feel like, you know, seeing them together, I just like seeing them. Like, you know, him being there for her this episode, y'all, because Ashley found a lump in her breast. And it was there before, but they said it wasn't an issue. But now it's kind of come back, or kind of, you know, gotten bigger. So she had to have surgery for them to biopsy, I guess, cut a piece out and then biopsy and find out if it was cancerous. So throughout the episode, he's feeling it. He's feeling the fear of the possibility of his wife and the mother of his children not being in his life. And that, I thought, was just such a huge, real, honest, good turn for the show. Like, I definitely appreciated them sharing that and watching him be affected, watching him have to be kind of stoic and supportive as to not let her feel how nervous he really was. Like, I saw him be in her support system. And see, this is why a lot of the times I would never tell somebody to leave their husband or something like that. Because at the end of the day, these niggas is slow. Okay, yes, these niggas is slow in all different types of ways. Okay, but sometimes when they finally do get there, they get there. Okay, and I'm looking at Don in that black child. When Don showed up in that black turtleneck with all of them shoulders and muscles and shit, I said, Ashley, girl, I wouldn't leave that man either. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Everybody talk about leave. Ciao. I ain't going no motherfucking well. Okay, so y'all can have my man. Get the hell out of here. Okay, look. Girl, Ashley, girl. Okay, look, we here. But yeah, Ford is doing much better, except for the fact that Ford got arrested because he was driving around Chicago getting head by some female to which he does not want to disclose, but it's not Sophia the Body. I said, child, we forgot about her. We didn't even know she might have still been in the picture, child, whatever. But apparently Ford has gotten his self-esteem back and is thotting and bopping. And I'm not mad about it. Live your life, okay? And Don trying to tell him how, you know, good marriage is. And I'm like, he can't even explain it. He can't even explain it to Ford in order for him to understand. I feel like people don't understand until they get something that's like, that they really want to do that. Like, if you get somebody you really want to go through all of that with, you get it. But if you don't, then you just don't get it. And I ain't about to go through it trying to explain it to you. all right? But let's talk about how the men were kind of hating on Second City Inc., okay? Ryan say everybody know about the shop over here, you know, like Ford and Don and them, they know about, you know, Charmaine's new shop, but the public doesn't. I said, first of all, Ryan, just give it a little bit, okay? Y'all are on a reality show. As soon as y'all be on this reality show for a season or two, her followers will increase. Right now, she only had like 11,000 when I checked, but it was only like 120 on the episode. So it might have been 102. Child, I got number dyslexia, so don't worry about me. But either way, obviously not as many as Charmaine's own page. Now, it takes time. People think that when you get online and you start something, it's supposed to automatically blow up. They don't realize how long people who have blown up have been doing things before the Shade Room decided to post a video and then they went viral, you know, on Slick or whatever. But for the most part, like sometimes it takes a little while for things to catch on because people don't really be paying attention like that, especially if you are a reality star and your show isn't on and you don't have any personal drama that's going on. People don't really pay attention like that. You know what I'm saying? Do you really be thinking about Ryan and Charmaine and them when the show not on? Because I don't. Like, no disrespect, y'all, but I'm just saying, in my life, like, once y'all season is over, if y'all not in the blogs, like, I don't be thinking about y'all. Like, Ryan feels like Charmaine could not possibly be able to run a tattoo parlor if she does not know how to tattoo. And I feel like, I mean, come on. I mean, to me, I feel like it's ideal. I think it might even be best if the person who owns the shop actually tattoos. But in essence, there are a great many of successful businesses that have partners that don't know how to do what the people do. So I was just sitting up there like, yeah, this is definitely doable. And Charmaine has a partner, this girl named Jessica. She's a tattoo artist. Ryan actually knows her. She was supposed to guest spot at Black Ink, but it kind of never happened. Well, at 9mag, I'm sorry, y'all. But it never really happened. But either way, she's a talented artist. The thing I liked about Jessica is because Jessica not only is about like this women's empowerment thing and how this is such a boys space that we need to create something as women. I'm appreciative of that narrative because I do feel like a lot of what happened in the past was the guys having to click up with the guys. And it doesn't matter what's right or what's wrong. Y'all are going to defend the guys or y'all are going to defend other tattoo artists like y'all did with Charmaine and Lily. Y'all came to Lily's backing even though Charmaine was supposed to be y'all's sister and had actually been there for Ryan. You know, I can't say Don because that's a whole nother situation. But I'm just saying she had been there for them in such a real way to have them choose somebody, you know, over her in such a way. Like Lily kept fighting her, hitting her, and you're talking about how you don't want this to be a part of your shop, but then you rehire her. And you leave Charmaine out there like Charmaine was the one, you know, hauling off, hitting people all the time. That was really ridiculous to me, okay? So I do understand where she's coming from, and when you look at it, I get it. So Jessica coming in and not only defending Charmaine, but getting her vision and then being the person that checks the tattoos and is the actual tattoo artist, she adds a whole nother level to this. I really feel like the people at Black Ink Crew Chicago have got something good going this season. My views will tell me, but I feel like watching it, it felt real. It didn't feel like something they were making, like Black Ink Crew New York felt this season. Feels like something that y'all make. Now, at the end of the day, Tati and Kit getting into a fight was very much real to me. Like, I don't think they would have gotten to a fight if that anger wasn't real. There are moments where things are happening that are produced, but the anger is still real, okay? So I noticed that. But yes, Black Ink Crew Chicago is giving something very authentic. So Second City Tattoos has all these hosts of new characters. Namely, there's a girl and a guy. She's giving Maya Campbell teas. I think her name is Drea or something like that. But she's giving I'm jumping all over the place, y'all. But she's giving Maya Campbell tea. There's a guy named Plug who's, you know, I guess gay. You know, I don't know. He, you know, because you say gay, but he could be bisexual, child. I don't know. But either way, he is a lot, but I like it so far. He had on his sparkly pink suit for this event that they did. We're going to get to it. And I was just like, okay, that's how I felt about it. It was when you make that face, it's serious, okay? So there are a host of new characters that they're adding to the mix. So that means now the OGs can either deal with real issues or not really have any of their drama out there like that. But I really feel like with Ryan talking about what he's going through with his family dynamic and finding his way back to his family and dealing with what happened with his sister, y'all, that really broke my heart. We're going to get to that at the end of the episode, at the end of the review, because that was the last thing that happened in the episode. But Rachel, okay, so Rachel has her nail shop right above Ryan's tattoo shop now. So they're in the same building. So when things got hectic downstairs, he brought his little boy upstairs to her shop. And she's like, you're not respecting my time. Why you didn't call me first? And I'm like, Rachel, sis, don't get me wrong. I really like you and I understand how you felt. You want to make sure that Ryan is not being disrespectful of your time and your business. And I get that. But at the end of the day, it makes no sense to me for this man to have a problem dropping his son off to you. Like, I'm just saying, because I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all know I always go back to my own experience, all right? And I know my life ain't everybody's life. But when I think about times my dad has had to drop me off at my mom's salon or when he's come to pick me up from the salon, whatever, I have never felt like that was an issue or a moment of contention. It was like, oh, you come and get Tish? Okay. You going to drop Tish off? Okay. All right. Whatever. It was never like a big deal. So to see her, kind of make a big deal out of it, I feel like it's coming from a place of her still being upset about whatever he did in a relationship. But it's not a big deal for him to bring your son up there. And why do I have to call you when I can come upstairs and talk to you face to face? Her making a big deal out of that, I understood it. Because she wants to make sure he's respecting her because he so often does not. But at the same time, it was just kind of like, come on, girl. Stop it. All right. Okay. So Charmaine and Jess talked to Rolling Out Magazine. Rolling Out Magazine is, like the who's who of black people, whoever's popping in the culture. They're on Rolling Out Magazine. Rolling Out Magazine has had such great support for 9mag in the past. So to see them come in to talk to Second City Tattoos is kind of like Charmaine wants to make sure that she is stepping out and that she's showing people that she's not down and out. She got her own thing going on and she don't need them niggas, okay? Rolling Out talks to her and Jess discuss how she felt like she wasn't being valued as a woman, okay, in that business. And I felt like she wasn't being valued. And I felt like even if she had known how to do tattoos, there would have still been this misogynistic shit that those men have going on over there. Ryan, Four, even Van, Don, y'all are very misogynistic the way y'all handle situations. It's always like, oh, well, that's my boy or that's my brother, so I have to have his back regardless to whether he's right or wrong. And you don't have the same backing for Charmaine, who's been in y'all situation, just the same. She's been around y'all. But because she's a female, I feel like there's a lack of respect for her. And also because she doesn't tattoo. But I feel like it's also tied to respecting her as a woman. I'm sorry, but that's how I see it. There were a lot of situations that happened and made me feel like that. So I understand why she took that point, when it came to doing this shop and when it comes to doing that interview. Well, the lady who was interviewing them for Rolling Out says that they want to honor Second City. They're going to have a little party, little coming out situation so more people can, become familiar with her tattoo shop. So they have this party, and this is when Plug had on that suit, and I was just like I ain't know yet. And then when that happened, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like you. When that happened, okay? And then the guys show up, and I'm kind of like, so why did y'all show up so y'all can hate? Like, this is Charmaine and her partner's tattoo parlor that is being honored here. And it's also a Rolling Out honoring Second City party. You know what I'm saying? So to see how they come in, they don't speak. They don't really have much words for Charmaine as if she did something to them. I just kind of felt some type of way about that. Yes, she did something to Ryan. But Don and Four, that girl was very supportive of you when you were going through your mental breakdown. So to see you not, reach out, hey, Charmaine, how you doing? Not even a hug, nothing. Like, just no trying to rectify the situation. I felt some type of way about that. And when Charmaine saw them, she went over to them to speak. And she kind of voiced how she felt. I thought y'all were my people. Y'all proved to me that y'all wasn't my people. I'm glad y'all here. Y'all can have a good time. But I can see I'm not really making, an impact on any one of y'all niggas. So, it is what it is. But I felt like she kind of went on, and it was like, Charmaine, you didn't even have to give them all of that, but I understand that it's on her chest. So she felt the need to say it. Don is worried about Ashley. So he didn't even have time for this. Him and his black turtleneck left. And I was like, that's right. Go worry about your wife. We understand. We appreciate that. That's the only reason we're going to let you go out here. Because I felt like your attitude was fucked up too. But like I said, you and Charmaine's situation is different than for and Ryan's situation. Especially Ryan's situation with Charmaine. Because I feel like they were really close. But yeah. Y'all, then we see Ryan go back to the tattoo place because that's where he's been staying. Pulls out an air mattress, lays his little fine self down and goes to sleep. And I was just like, damn, son. Like, it's not like he broke. He could have got his own place, but he's thinking that him and your girl are going to get back together, so why go pay for his own place? And I'm like, you need to go pay for your own place because this shit looks depressing. That's why. And because you have children that should be able to have somewhere to stay when you have them. You know what I'm saying? Having to send them back to Rachel every night, I think is not what is ideal for the situation. For lack of a better term, I feel like if he had his own place, at least they could go home with him at the end of the night and be there. But he's still holding on to them possibly getting back together. And I think they need to just let it go. So Charmaine has Plug and Jess on her radio show. And Jess tells them about tattooing a peen and how rubbery it is. I had to bring it up because she was like, you know, it really goes. You have to keep bouncing it back. And it was like, ugh. And I was like, ugh. I don't even have one. And I was just like, ow. Like, damn. Why would you get a tattoo on your peen? I wouldn't get a tattoo on my cooch. So, I mean, look, that skin is sensitive. I'm not doing that. Oh, Lord. She said his friends had to hold his legs down. That sounds harsh. Like, why would you do that to child? I don't know why people do what they do. Like, I gotta leave that alone. Then we go back to Nine Mag. No, there wasn't Nine Mag. They was going to like the rock climbing, thing or whatever. They were going to work out. Don was trying to get Ryan out the, the building and everything. Just trying to get them to do something physical and, so we can see muscles and stuff. So, once again, they're talking about Charmaine. Okay, I felt like it was so much shade towards her. Y'all talking about her behind her back, but y'all don't have nothing to say to her face. Y'all are all flawed, and y'all need to get yourselves together for that shit. Because that's some messy ass little bitch shit. To have all this shit to say behind her back. Ryan, you did tell her to her face how you felt about her running her own tattoo parlor. But I still feel like, as men, there's too much bad conversation about a woman that y'all claim not to give a shit about. I'm just saying. Okay, now we'll move on from that because they start to talk about Ryan, and Don says maybe it's time for him. Maybe it was 4, I can't remember. But they were just saying maybe it's time for Ryan to go talk to somebody. Over the years, I have watched Ryan on this show, and the psychology in me has always noticed that there are things that he has just packed on top of pain. And that's why he is the way he is. And why he may not react the way we think he should. Like, he'll let people step over him. And we be like, Ryan, why didn't you check them? And then down the line, they'll do the smallest thing and Ryan will flip the hell out. And then we like, nigga, calm down. So I feel like he's one of those people that doesn't deal with issues until he can't deal with it anymore. And I think that's what's happening with this situation with his sister. His sister has been gone for 10 years? I can't remember. She's been gone for a long time now. At least about the same amount of time that my dad been gone, I think. My dad been gone since 2009. But I forgot how many years it's been. But it's been a while now, And he still has not dealt with the pain and the guilt that he feels. So I do think it's time for him to go and get some help. And I'm glad that he finally did. They talked about it on the Breakfast Club too. Charmaine and Nick. Okay, so I told y'all Charmaine and Nick are already married and they're pregnant, right? They go sit down and talk to their moms. And it was nice to see Charmaine's mom still there. But you could tell that Charmaine's mom was looking a little sickly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that was about. But, like, her skin texture, the texture of her hair. Like, I was just like, she looked like something isn't quite right. Even sitting there then. And I don't even know what the mom died from. But I was just like, oh, she looks, like maybe something might be going on right then. But she was still in good spirits. She didn't seem like anything was wrong. But they're not happy that Charmaine and Neek didn't have a traditional wedding, that they just went to the courthouse. Me personally, I think it's great. I wanted to go to the courthouse. When Lyric proposed to me, I said, I'll go to the courthouse and marry you today. Like it wouldn't have been nothing. I would have done that because I loved him and I just wanted to be married to him. It wasn't about a wedding for me. But our people, like our family members, wanted to be a part of it so much, it made us feel like, well, let's have the wedding just so we can have everybody be a part of it. Both of us are very close and grew up close to our families. So it was important to have our families a part of that. Also because our family has always been a part of our relationship. Like I've told y'all before, many of y'all know that my cousin introduced me to Lyric. And we were all friends. And Lyric would come to, like, the first time I met Lyric, he came to my house for my birthday party because my cousin loved to bring his friends to eat. And my daddy always cooked a shit ton of food. So he was there eating up all the food and everything. So like our first get together, our first meeting was in the family dynamic. And it's continued to be that way throughout the years. People already liked Lyric before me and him even got together because they knew him from being with my cousin Charmaine all the time. So having that family dynamic was important to us when it came time to get married. And then when you add in all of the other little things that I took from my own parents' marriage and their relationship, like we wear my parents' rings because my dad died, so we wear their rings. I have my mom's, he has my dad's. The man who married my parents in their dining room married us. You know what I'm saying? So there were a lot of things that were added to our situation that made it so special to me. You know what I mean? And family being a part of that was one of those things. So I do understand why the family wanted it that way, but I also respect their decision to feel like I love you enough to just want to be married to you. I don't need all of that. Like I like that too. But the mom, Neek's mom, is not happy at all. Charmaine's mom, she may not be happy, but she's not as like, you know, upset. And then when they tell them that they're pregnant, the mom is not happy because for her, they're not really married yet because they didn't have a priest marry them. And I'm just like, that is ridiculous and not true. Charmaine and Neek, y'all are not technically married. Y'all are married, okay? God was there when the judge gave y'all the marriage certificate, okay? God was in the room. God is everywhere. You didn't have to have a preacher, you know, to okay it. God okayed it when he put y'all in each other's past and put y'all together and made y'all have a good relationship enough for this boy to want to do everything he's done. Because Charmaine is a handful. Don't get me wrong. Charmaine is special. Okay, a lot like myself, we're extra, but we may have some negatives, but our positives greatly outweigh those negatives, and I think that Charmaine is like that as well. So you know, I just feel like God was already in the room, mama. Like, I understand that you like severely Baptist and everything, but stop. Not being happy about them being pregnant, stop. I didn't like that, because I'm like, at the end of the day, they are married, and you should be happy that you're getting a grandchild out of somebody that your son actually is married to versus just some girl out here. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, that turned me off. Charmaine's mom was still happy about the baby because she's happy about the baby. Like, yeah, I want y'all to get married, but y'all still married because we from New Orleans, and if you go to the courthouse, you still married in our eyes, okay? So Ryan's mom and sister come to the shop trying to talk to him, but we didn't even know that Ryan had a younger sister, okay? Jillian, I think her name was, Jill. So he hasn't really had much interaction with his family. It's all about work. And now that things have broken down with him and Rachel, he's feeling very lonely. And he doesn't want to talk to anybody about it. He feels like he's supposed to be carrying everything. And his mom and his sister are trying to get to the bottom of it and trying to talk to him. And he has like just this real wall built up that he doesn't want to discuss it because he doesn't want to deal with what happened with his sister. And if he, you know, being around his family obviously makes him remember that she's not there. And being around one sister reminds you that the other sister isn't there anymore. So I think that it's a lot of him trying to stay away from his family because sometimes it just hurts. So I told y'all about the new people, Drea and Zach, okay? They like each other. They cute. They did a couple's tattoo together with some huskies. They did some good work. It was detailed realism, and I feel like it's not for play, okay? I did feel like the guy did a little bit better than the girl. Like Zach did a little bit better. His shading might have been a little bit better. Also, the way her tattoo is, wherever it is, the shape of her arm kind of skewed it a bit. But at the same time, I can see the detail. I know everything is right. So I feel like they're still two very talented tattoo artists. Drea used to be a stripper, but now tattooing pays her bills. Hallelujah. Okay, and later on they go and get ice cream together and make out. So they're gonna be a thing. We're gonna see how that's gonna go. Ashley and Don find out she doesn't have cancer. They celebrate. Hallelujah. I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for them because that would be heartbreaking to find out that Ashley had cancer. So I'm happy for them. I saw Don like my comment when I, tweeted that out. And I was like, okay, Ryan goes to therapy. Ryan goes to therapy, and one of the biggest things that we didn't realize about this situation with his sister is that the day his sister died, he was supposed to be at her apartment. She was going to give him the money to go and get his tattoo stuff. He had been out in these streets living wrong, okay? He had his son, and he realized that he needed to do better. But the day that he was supposed to be there, he was passed out somewhere. He partied the night before, and instead of showing up that morning, showed up at like 5 o'clock that afternoon. He was driving back to go see his sister. Y'all, I told y'all it's hot in here. And his dad calls him and says that she's dead. He was supposed to be there. So he feels like if he had been there, he'd have been able to protect his sister and his niece, or he would have died too. But either way, it would have been different, and he wouldn't feel the guilt of feeling like if I would have been doing what I was supposed to be doing, I would have been there and she wouldn't have died. Like, I'm sure that's what the feeling is. And I felt so bad for him, y'all, because, y'all, that's a terrible story. That's so terrible for somebody to kill a 9-month-old baby, let alone the mother of your child, but to shoot at them while she holding the baby and you just shooting at them like that's not a woman that you laid down and had a baby with. Niggas is crazy. Like that really, really bothered me. So I can't imagine how he feels. That's his sister. That's his person. And she's gone, and her baby is gone. And the way that it happened, and him not being there to save the day like he feels like he was supposed to, that's a lot. That's a lot to carry with you. And I feel like Ryan is about to go through a transition of really becoming a grown-ass man. Everybody thinks you're a grown-ass man when you start paying your own bills, but a lot of the grown man shit happens when you start to break off of all of the toxic and negative things that have carried you thus far, okay? And I just really hope that he gets all of the help he needs and that everything is sooner or later lighter for him, because you can tell that he's always walking around with shit on his heart. And I really hope that therapy helps him free up that space so he can be the person that he really wants to be, because he doesn't want to be angry. He doesn't want to be guarded. You can tell Ryan is a good guy, but he does these things sometimes. You just be like, this nigga is tripping. But it's him overreacting to things that he should have been reacting to all along. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But either way, I thought it was a great 2-hour premiere. I enjoyed it. I'll see y'all in the next one. Okay? Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you felt about the episode. I'm interested. Peace out.